Hello everybody and welcome to Mondoid, your one-stop shop for all things Project Zomboid, and this week, some sort of pun involving the word office. Good job, Binky, it came up with a really announceable title. Anyway, this week is a few things that's worthy of noting and covering, but first and foremost, an incredible big congratulations to the Indie Stone for finally being in their office. That's right, last Mondoid, we knew they were getting an office to do their work in, and this one, they show pictures, as you can see right here, of them actually being in that office. So they have an official workspace. They can actually not work out of their homes anymore. And for that, I am incredibly happy for them. It's a really, really good step and should make the working environment a lot more productive in a lot of ways. So that's awesome. Big thumbs up to them. Now, before we get into the super gamey type stuff, we have a very serious discussion that we have to talk about. And that one, as brought up here, is whether or not eggs belong in burger mix. Like, not on top of a burger as a fried burger or like a sunny side up or egg on a burger, but like in the mix itself. Apparently, some heathen by the name of Romaine is saying that they do not belong in burgers. I am with Binky in that the egg does belong in the burger meat itself because it helps hold the patty together, obviously. And, well, I mean, it just tastes better with the egg in it. Come on, let's be honest. Eggs add tons of flavor to everything. I put egg in my patty just because it does hold the meat together very nicely. And because Romaine thinks he's right, I feel we should all make sure we tweet at him and let him know that he is indeed wrong. As you can see here, his Twitter handle is @RJ_PZ. So let's go ahead and let him know that he is indeed incorrect in his assumption. Anyway, so on to the game stuff, the stuff that nobody really cares about. So all those other people are probably gone already about the whole burger thing. Is that a couple of Mondoids ago, they did talk about hunting and that there would be different zones for hunting. For instance, the forest zone would be a lot more wild game, while in the city, trapping and hunting would be, you'd be more lucky to find like rats and mice and stuff like that. Now, because of the implementation of it, they're actually going to be able to show you the zones here. I'm actually going to open up the picture and let you see it. There are different zones with different kinds of stuff. The way he has sorted it out is like red zones, green zones, yellow zones, etc., etc. The greener it is, the more likely you are to catch like better food. You know, sorts of zones that have like vegetation, deep forest, that kind of area, while red zones are basically the only places you're going to be able to find like rats and mice and stuff. If we could take a look at this picture right here and can pop it up, you can see how he has it all separated out. So you got like a yellow zone, a nice green zone over here, green zones in like the forested area. You have red zones where a lot of city living is done. This is basically the way they're going to be organizing the hunting and trapping aspect. I think this is a really smart idea. That way you don't have to have like all this AI wildlife just wandering around, though that would be cool, obviously, for an indie game and maybe not a large team or anything, having just wildlife natively roaming around. Maybe something in the future could do, but you kind of want to divert those assets, divert that workforce towards NPCs right now. Now, I'm not entirely sure if in those zones, maybe like in your loaded up area, you'll see mice and stuff running past you and whatnot. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work, but having things zoned out is going to make things easy. And what it also makes it easy for, as I talk about a little bit here, is for the modding aspect of the game. You can kind of go into the modding zones and you can change how things work because there's going to be a world editor and all that good stuff for all those modders. So this is obviously something you can easily tweak if you're looking for a very particular type of game. That's awesome. So if you're like, I want deer in the city, you can have that done. Really excited about that. Other smaller things coming to the game is going to be the visibility of loot on shelves. Something that was taken away, or that used to be in the older version, was the individual item that you wanted you could see physically in the world, as though you dropped it from your inventory. Now, this was cool, but it made kind of a mess for the Indie Stone because there's a lot of memory leakage. It used up a lot of memory. It made a lot of loading, this, that, and the other. So they've come up with a cooler idea, which I think is awesome, in that each container will have a full, half full, and empty kind of sprite to them. So if we pop up this picture, you can see what it looks like. So if a shelf is completely full and has, or very close to full or whatever, and has all the items on it, on the right hand side, you can see that there's like a world filler tiles that'll be in the shelves, and this is what it'll look like if it looks empty. So as you loot things, you no longer will be able to, you know, after you loot it completely, no longer will I or you have to be like, oh crap, did I loot this? Let's go look at it again. You know, you can kind of just tell by a quick glance whether or not you've looted it or not. So I like that a lot. And finally, last but not least, Zomboid is now on the Humble Store. So if you're one of those people that purely buys from the Humble Store, you can go get it now. It was recently in a sale, and it's coming out on another sale that's going to put a lot of the money to charity. So if you haven't picked up Zomboid, and you want a bunch of other cool indie games in like a humble bundle, go check out this link right here. You can come over here on this, click it, and it'll bring you over to the Humble Store, and you can check out and grab Zomboid over there. Big thumbs up. Nice little blog. Not too much to talk about, but still good. Top couple of things. The tiles is a neat little addition. I'm actually excited about that more than I probably should be. And the new zoning as far as trapping is concerned. So you got an inside look as to how that's going to work, the mechanics behind it, and the way they've organized it in a from a dev standpoint. So I like it. Big thumbs up again to Indie Stone for getting them and getting themselves an office. Congratulations, guys. You guys deserve it. And I think I'll wrap this blog up here. So if you're one of those once a weekers, I will see you next week. If you are a regular, I will see you later today, and as always, I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye.